Setting the muscles up in a comfortable way. Getting the breath to flow comfortably. Just allowing our day to get started off really well. As we're laying here, we'll take a moment to connect with our intention. Today I'm thinking of the idea of alignment. So think of a car. If the wheels aren't aligned, not only does the steering wheel have to be crooked when you're driving, but also it wears out the tires way quicker than it should. It kind of chews them up. And so when we're in alignment, things just run better and things don't wear out so much. So think of that with our body, especially the sacrum. If the sacrum's kind of tilted out of alignment, it hurts. Like the bones are rubbing on bones and even bones pushing into nerves, and it creates pain. So the sacrum is going to be our big focus today, just imagining that we're helping to bring it back to alignment. And as we're doing that physically, imagine on all levels, we're helping to work on alignment, helping to get things more centered, more aligned, more balanced. And so this is, spiritually, physically, emotionally, all levels of who we are, getting us our whole system aligned today so that when we leave, we can drive forward with just ease. It makes it so we feel better and things just are working better for us. So big focus on sacrum today, sacrum, hips, all the surrounding areas. So with that idea, that image to get us started, let's begin. The knees can start to come into the chest. And the first couple of things that we'll do is just a little bit of rocking back and forth on the sacrum. Occasionally, when my sacrum is super tilted, as I'm doing this just easy rock back and forth on my hips, I can feel part of my sacrum kind of jutting out. And so this is actually a really helpful tool where we can help kind of purposely rock and push it back in that way, kind of get it a little bit more centered already to get us started. Just enjoy a couple more breaths right here. Beautiful. And let's start off with some easy stretches. We're going to take our right ankle to our left side. And then if you can set up that full hug, wrapping around the left side, take that. These stretches we're taking on the ground to get us started. Really the big thing that we're thinking about is helping to create space in the sacrum. So not only do we feel this on the hip, but feel that spot right on that low back, right where the sacrum and the hip are joining. And just feel how this helps to pull those places apart. Creating space. And space is kind of that first thing that's required for alignment. So we'll take a little bit longer for some of these beginning stretches, just because if you just wait about 30-45 seconds or so in a stretch, it makes it so that you are stretching at the muscle level. But when you go just a little bit longer, it starts to help some of the connective tissues to stretch as well. Getting the fascia even to join the party and other groups like that. The overall flexibility is improving. One more good breath right here. And then a nice exhale. Keep the legs in this unit tilted all the way over to the left. That makes that right knee point up, so that's what we want. This will get us pretty nicely through that sacrum and also including IT band here. Let the arms spread open left and right so that the chest is expanding, the breath is going deep. Just enjoying some nice breaths right here. Another good inhale. Exhale, hips return to the ground. Slide the left leg long. Let the right leg start to get its first stretch up to sky. So gripping on wherever it's comfortable, calf, thigh, whatever. We're giving a chance for some of the surrounding muscles to stretch out, because if these hamstrings get particularly tight, they start to pull on the hip and on the sacrum, making that less likely to be in good alignment. So we're adding space, mobility, flexibility. Keeping the leg straight, start to tilt the leg about a 45-degree angle off to the left. I like to take the left hand to the outer part of the thigh. It's that spot right where the hip is starting to lift off the ground. Once again, so much space being created. IT band and sacrum areas. And then we'll deepen the twist. You can stay with the straight leg. I personally am going to bend the knee and then continue to let that leg tilt over to the left. So whatever version feels best. Best through hip, best through sacrum, best through the lower back. Good. Hip back to the floor. Straight right leg up to sky. Grab on maybe to thigh, maybe to calf. Try to grab a bit higher than before and even try to lift the forehead to the knee. Getting that leg pulled in even tighter. Couple more breaths. Good. Resting head down. Take the left ankle to the right thigh and set up that first initial hug for this side. That easy breath flowing. The more relaxed the breath is, the more it sends the signal to the body that we're in a good, calm space. No stress, no worries. Good. Arms start to spread open. The legs in this unit tilt all the way over to the right. Okay, when hips go back to the ground, slide the right leg long, left leg up to sky. This is the initial stretch, so just the first initial thing, what's going on this side. Give it time, give it space. Patience as it lengthens. And keeping the leg straight, let it cross to that 45-degree angle. Hip is just starting to lift off the ground. That good spot. Okay, either keep the leg straight or let it bend at this point so you can deepen the twist. Deep inhale. And exhale the hip to the ground. Left leg up to sky. This one's the deeper one. Maybe try to grip a bit closer to the ankle or something like that. Try to pull the forehead in toward the knee. Huge stretch going on. Good, and then you can either keep the head lifted or lower it back down as we do some nice straight leg switches. So float the right leg up, hands go on that side, lower the other down, and just keep on switching back and forth. The big thing we're going for is the extra tug of the leg that's up at the sky. This does help to warm our muscles up a bit, but that little tug up at the sky is what helps us include the hamstrings quite nicely. Take another 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Good. Rolling up to sit. If you want to roll like about 3 or 4 times, that's fine. If not, that's great also, just to feel what feels better. Once you are up, it's cobbler shape, but the feet are starting off a lot further forward. So then just let the spine tilt forward. And when you get to that farthest spot, drop the weight of the head down. As the head becomes heavy down, that pulls the muscles of the back, even if they're down to the low back, pulls it into the stretch of the back. So then with fingers on the floor, let's start to walk our hands over to the left. We're not going so far that we have to lift up the sitting bone. It's just the extent that we need to get into to pull the right half of the low back. Ease our way through the center, and then off to the other side. Then as we go back to the center, pause for a few bonus breaths. I imagine as I go to one side and then the other, but then pause at the end in the center. It's like that reminds the bones, okay, this is the middle, this is where I want to stay. Then walking the hands in for spine to rise. Let this left leg stay tucked in, right leg opens up to a nice right angle. So from there, first take a twist for the straight leg. So you're hooking the hand, twisting behind. Good. Now plant both hands all the way to the left side, even lifting up the hip, kind of just spiraling around that hip joint. And then returning, drop the hip bone to the ground, find the hands on the floor. We'll start to ease our way forward. You can either stay directly forward, or if you prefer the stretch over the straight leg, you can choose that. Whatever spot feels best for the body. Switching the legs out. First, we step upright with the spine, take the twist over the straight leg. And that counter twist, hands touch the right, lift up the hip, spiral all the way around. Good. Big left sitting bone back down. Have the hands in front of you. Either stay forward, or if you went to straight leg before, go there. Okay, coming back up, take a deeper cobbler pose, so bottoms of feet back together. Let the inner thighs start to spread open, try to tilt the spine forward. This one's a bit tighter, whole different sets of muscle groups involved. So give it same thing, time, space, breath. And then to kind of help counter stretch the back from all these forward folds, we're going to add some strength to that sacral back area. So let the knees float up, plant the feet, get the hands behind us. We're going to try to lift up our hips as high as possible 5 times. So going up high and down. Just make sure the neck is comfortable, whatever it does. 4. Here's 3. 2. On this last one, we're going to stay a bit longer, so hold up. If you're doing okay, we'll take a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Lowering down. Swing the legs around. Come into kneel. We'll do a few cat-cows. Let's especially pay attention to the sacrum. Really feel that sacrum tuck back. Moving our cow. And then curl in when we're doing that cat. And you include the breath. Take 2 more rounds. Okay, taking side back to neutral, send the right leg back. And then left arm forward, trying to find that balance. The opposites. If the balance already is pretty challenging, just stay. No need to go further. If you feel like you can handle some motion, let's take an exhale, elbow and thigh touch in, and then inhale, lengthen back up. I'll go another 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Drop just the hands down. The leg crosses onto the floor or past that left side of the mat. Push the hips to the right, but then gaze over the left shoulder toward the toes. Pushing IT band and hips into that good long side body stretch. Okay, as you release from that, slide the right foot all the way to the long ankle at the right, and then drop down maybe to one elbow, maybe to both elbows. Okay, make our way back up to hands. Drop this knee down. Second side, we've got left leg going back and right arm going forward. Sometimes just holding it is about what you can do. Otherwise, maybe take an inhale. Exhale, come together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. When the hand goes down, leg crosses past the right side. Push the hips to the left. Gaze over the shoulder toward those toes. And circle the leg around to the left, finding it on the floor. Maybe drop down to one elbow, maybe both. As we come back up onto our hands, drop the knee down. We're going to take a plank pose. This again will help to strengthen the back, the core, the sacrum, all that good stuff. So if your wrists are not doing so good, you can always drop down to an elbow plank instead. We're going to try to keep our spine as flat as possible. Always remember it's better to go kind of up than to be kind of collapsed down. So try to get it as flat as possible. We're going to hold, keep breathing. Here's a count of 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Lift the hips all the way up to downward facing dog. Take any types of little pedaling movements, stretches that just feel helpful. You can stay a bit longer if you're exploring good spots. At any point that you're ready, make your way up to the top of the mat. Beautiful. So here, we'll begin to walk our hands over to the left side and keep the right leg very straight. The left can bend. Good, let's switch it out. Walk hands through the center, over to the right, and the left leg is the straight one. Go back through the center. Take an inhale, exhale, inhale, rise. Okay. Taking a nice lateral lean, drop the left hand to the left leg, right hand circles up and over. Pull all the points of this stretch, the IT band, the hip, waist, the shoulder. Good, make our way up and over to the other side. Rising up. Here we're going to shift our weight into the left foot. Let's actually do the right foot first. So shift our weight into the right foot. Let's try to see about floating this left leg in front of us. And just like we did on the floor, we're trying to cross the left knee over to the right. Try to tilt it to that side. The hand can even help to create that tilt. The other arm, if possible, tries to swing back to point at the back of the mat. Maybe even gaze to that back hand if balance is there. Good, take another inhale. And exhale. When we return forward, let the arms open up. Try to kick back, warrior 3. Land just the toes. Good. So taking a twist, we're hooking the left wrist, spiraling the right arm open. Or if you ever want to go down to the elbow and take the prayer position, try that's fine also. Another good inhale. Exhale. And then inhale. We're cartwheeling our arms open to star pose, reaching up high. Turn the toes open to 45-degree angles. Imagine you're grabbing something at the sky. Grab, and as you pull down, squat the knees open to each side. That's 5. And then reach back up. 4. 3. 2. 1. Good. Bending the knees back open, bring the hands to the inner thighs. And then as you lean the chest forward, this pushes inner thighs open. I personally love the spinal twist here, dropping the right shoulder to the center, pull the spine twist. And then left shoulder to the center. Back to the middle. And straightening the legs, come to stand. Pivot the heels to face to top of mat, even the hips trying to face all the way forward. And then from there, 2 straight legs. Let's slide down our front leg, maybe to the thigh. Maybe to shin, maybe to floor. Maybe see if that right hand can float up to the sky, revolved triangle pose. Good. Hands down. Bumping the hands forward, supported warrior 3, back leg close. Maybe hands to heart, lifting up to that warrior 3 variation. And then when torso rises, take that back knee, that left knee floated in front of you. Same thing as before, cross it over the body. Open the other arm to the twist. And then we'll take this into eagle's pose. So just drop that bent knee to wrap over the other, and then left elbow under. You can sit back if there's space and balance. Good. As you open back up, let things shake out that need a little bit of love before the second side. Okay. So second side, we're shifting our weight into left foot. This right knee floats in front. Take the knee, try to cross it over the body, and then right arm opens up behind. Torso returns forward, kick back warrior 3. Plant just the toes. Either hook the right wrist or slide down to that right elbow for the twist. And spiral everything open to a big star, toes turned out, 45-degree angle. Grab something and pull down, squat. Repeating 4, 3, 2, 1. And then same thing, push the hips open. Right shoulder rotates forward. And left shoulder. Good, let's go back through the center. And straighten the legs up. Good, pivot on the heels, get everything to face to top of mat again. Front leg is straight. Then we'll slide down that straight front leg, pyramid. For our revolved triangle, see if left hand can float up to sky. When it comes back down, bump the hands forward, supported warrior 3. Maybe hands to heart, lifting chest. And then rising up, that bent knee is in front of us again. Grab the left hand onto the leg, spiral right arm open. And then drop this thigh into eagle's pose, right elbow under. Good, take an inhale. Exhale, release, shake it out. Anything that needs that love. Good. Okay, let's take a little flow back. So inhale, circle up to the sky, pull a spine and the whole body working with us. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, planting hands. You could always just go straight to child pose or down dog or take a flow. whatever you choose. We're enjoying a couple of breaths. Let's come up to down dog. Right leg reaches clear up to the sky. Take the right knee to the nose, holding in that plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach it back up to sky. And then right knee back into the nose, twist it under to the left, and then extend the leg straight off that left side. If the balance is precarious, just leave both hands down. If you'd like to try the side plank variation, lift left hand up to sky. Good, hand down. Bend the knee, reach it back up to sky. And right foot to floor. Second side, left foot up. Left knee to nose. Holding 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up to sky. And then knee to nose. Twist it over to right and then extend the leg. Maybe right hand reaches up. And down. Left leg up to sky. Left toes to floor. And right leg up to sky one more time. Step right foot to outside of right hand, lizard. Good. Once we're here, you can stay in the strong variation. You could lower the back knee down. Or you could drop down to elbows. As we come back up to hands, heel toe this foot to the center of the mat. That front leg going straight. Half splits, just let your chest drop down as much as the hamstring will allow. Trying to see for a moment if both hands can come to the outside of this front leg. So if it's your right leg forward, both hands go to the right. If it's your left leg forward, both hands go to the left. And just feel that extra stretch through the outer leg. Good. Both hands come back forward. Take this knee back. Or you can take child pose, down dog, or a flow. We're going to go for our second side for that lizard pose. So for me, it's left leg floating up, and then stepping under and through. I can do the other side, yep. And then just drop your back knee down. Whichever variation of lizard works for your body. As we start to rise up, let's take the foot to the center of the mat. Half splits for a moment. Maybe try out both hands coming to the outside of this front leg. Okay, as we face back forward, take this leg back. One more time here, we got that option, child pose down dog, or one more flow for this moment. At any point when you're ready to make your way to top of mat, head there one more time. Another inhale, exhale, inhale, rise. Beautiful. So from here, shifting our weight into left foot, let's take our right ankle up onto that left thigh, bending the left leg, sets it up like a shelf. So sometimes this is about what the balance can be. If you can drop hands down to knee and ankle, maybe try to lower there. Sometimes people can go down to elbows or even fingers to floor. So whatever we're doing, feel that right hip, just getting that chance to rotate open. Lots of space for that hip and that thigh. Good, and wherever you ended up, drop this right leg to cross down in front of left leg, feet toes are close together. And then feel yourself continuing to rest the spine down. That cross takes us into the left IT band. As we're preparing to rise, either uncross the feet now or wait till you're up at the top and then uncross. Good, we've got that same thing for the second side. Taking the ankle, left ankle to the right thigh. Trying to bend the standing leg, maybe hands drop down. Some people go to elbows or fingers on floor. Nice inhale, exhale, cross this leg in front, and continue to drop down. And uncross the feet now or later, we're rising up. Good, and one more balance before we head back. Shifting weight to our left foot. We're either doing the same thing we did before, this right knee crossing past midline, twisting open, or for those that can try to grab on the outside of the foot, extend the whole straight leg forward to keep it tense. Good. One more good inhale. Exhale, release, return. One more side. So either the bent knee and twist open, or straight leg, crossing body, twist open. Good, release. Pull the heart open as we circle arms start to side. And forward fold. Inhale, half lift. So plant the hands. One last time, we have that option, child pose, down dog, or a flow. Good, and then from down dog, take our right leg, reach up to the sky. Knee to nose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Leg up to sky. When right knee goes to nose this last time, cross it over to the left. Extend the leg to left. And then drop down onto the IT band area. Straight leg off to the side. Right leg crossing over to left. So the leg straight behind you, twist your spine forward. And then try to drop down, maybe one elbow, maybe both elbows. Nice IT band massage for the weight of our body being on that IT band, but also just that lift up takes us into the stretch also. Okay, bending this front knee, turn it into pigeon pose. So the leg scoots to the front, and then just shift your weight up and over. Dropping down to elbows, sleeping pigeon. And purposely rocking our weight onto right hip. Let's swing this left leg around in front of us. We're going to cradle it out. You can grab on with hands. You could slip down to forearm or even elbow. Whatever spot we're at, try to lift the toes up. Try to straighten the spine up. And then give that hip a couple of good rocks. We release this down, it releases it into maybe cross leg, maybe shin stack, or some people knee stack. Just make sure that you got both sitting bones down. And let's find the floor until that space in the sacrum, the hips, the low back as we lean forward. Okay, rising up, we've got one more side. So take one last down dog. From there, left leg reaches up to sky. Take left knee to the nose, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then left leg back up to sky. Left knee to nose, cross it under to the right, straighten the leg up to that side. Maybe side plank for just a moment, lifting the hand up. Then when the hand goes down, this is where we lower down onto the side of that left hip. The other leg goes straight back behind us. Maybe we scoot the leg higher if our flexibility is there. But from there, we try to plant our hands in front of us. And then maybe lower down to one elbow, maybe both elbows. Our weight is on the IT band, at the same time it's stretching. Starting to bend the knee, that front one. Take your hips up and over into pigeon pose. Okay, rocking weight onto that left hip. Swing the right leg around and forward. Last time, cradling it out. Either use hands or elbows. Lift the spine up, lift the toes up, rock it out. Whatever works for this side, cross leg, shin stack, or knee stack. Drop it down, find the floor. You feel your body leaning forward. Okay, when we're up, plant both feet in front of you. Kind of lower slowly down onto our back. Then we'll take one last bridge pose just to kind of help all those muscles around the sacrum solidify. So scoot the feet in close to the glutes, hands are on the floor by the hips. Let's roll our way up to that bridge and stay, maybe clasping hands under our back, walking shoulders under, squeezing knees, a little bit more midline. Feel all those muscles kind of solidifying all the work we've done. Holding it in place. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a good inhale. And exhale, start to release. If your body needs any other wiggles, take them. Otherwise, if you're ready for Shavasana right away, just find your body releasing into that beautiful shape. The Shavasana is kind of like the key to help the alignment stay, help our body integrate all of the benefits. So whenever you're ready, just let that breath begin to flow deep in and out. No rush to get there, but breathing when you're in that space. Here we'll begin to deepen our inhales. Deepen our exhales. Introduce little movements back to fingers and toes. Ankles and wrists. Stretching out like we're waking up first thing in the morning. Taking a nice fetal position off to the side when you're ready. Doing a good 2 or 3 deep breaths. Body relaxing, kind of reawakening for the day. Rising up when we feel ready. As hands come to the heart, we think of our alignment. Maybe because we're a little bit more aligned here, the rest of the day we won't be wearing out the edges of our tires. Maybe our steering wheel is more centered. We're able to just drive forward with no struggles. And so think of our physical body. We're centered, we're aligned. Think of all other parts of who we are, emotional, spiritual, mental. Imagine all these parts have likewise been aligned with the physical. And so as we go forward to our next direction, we have so much more potential energy. We're not wasting it in that struggle of imbalance. So with this kind of alignment to lead us on, let's wrap up the time we shared together today with the sound of Om. Deep inhale now. Om. May we be filled with light and happiness and peace. Namaste.